Hello again and welcome to DanWhiteBooks, the book review channel where we add insights into the wondrous worlds of literature for both those who do read and those who don't. Today I'm reviewing a highly popular work that details the tale of Achilles, although from the side of his close friend and lover, Patroclus. Today I'm reviewing The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. The Song of Achilles was first published in 2011 and was the debut book for author Madeline Miller, who states that the book took her 10 years to write. Most know the story of Achilles, or indeed the Battle of Troy. It is a tale that has spanned generations and millennia of human history. Homer wrote about it famously in the Iliad, this first written in the 8th century BC. There are paintings, films, and a host of different mediums in which Achilles can be found. Whereas previous tellings and representations of this tale see a focus on the hero Achilles and his exploits, Madeline Miller puts a focus on Patroclus instead, the closest friend and debated lover of Achilles. The Song of Achilles focuses on the friendship and later love of these two characters and sees you journey with them through early childhood into adolescence and then throughout the 10 years of the Trojan War. It introduces many elements of mythology, as it is based on a Greek myth, and adds a unique insight into the myth, with many elements being borrowed from the original tale. The book is narrated through its central character Patroclus. The opening sees Patroclus as a young boy attending a ceremony for the hand of Helen of Troy. At this ceremony, each suitor swears a blood oath to protect Helen and defend her marriage no matter who of them is selected. Many years later, Patroclus is called to uphold his oath along with other suitors and finds himself on the battlefield of Troy. Between this time, Patroclus meets Achilles, a boy born of a god who is said to have extraordinary skills in battle. The two fall in love with one another slowly over the course of the first half of this book. It is a romance that feels authentic, although one I found to be just a little bit corny to begin with. However, as the two grow from boys to men, and particularly during their time in the Trojan War, the characters progress significantly and both become complex, deep and unique individuals. Achilles is a man obsessed with his self-image, not particularly of his looks, but more of his perception by the soldiers around him. Patroclus wishes not to harm anyone. However, as time progresses, both men see their views on the war change significantly, and both, especially Achilles, slaughter men in battle. It is fascinating to see the conflict in the mind of these characters before and after they perform these acts. At first, Achilles feels unsure if he'll be able to kill a man, but after leading the armies to battle, he becomes a different person entirely and slays countless people in the pursuit of fame and glory. Achilles has been indoctrinated as a killing machine and inspires all of the legions of soldiers around him. It is said without him, the battle cannot be won. The dynamic between Achilles and Patroclus is finely crafted throughout and takes this novel from what could have been a bland love story to something much greater. As pages turn, the two characters are fleshed out in finer detail and you begin to sympathise more with Patroclus and less with Achilles. Achilles' obsession with fame and glory leads him to make poor decisions, and through the perspective of Patroclus, you can feel the anger and frustration that hangs over the relationship. Achilles wants it all, and in his obsession with pride, he becomes blinded to the greater things around him. The eventual end of the tale concludes in a tragedy, and one that will no doubt have a profound effect on the majority of readers. It is sad and gut-wrenching, despite most, no doubt, aware of what will happen. Despite this book advertised as a love story, it offers far more than the overdone formula of "I'm so in love with you, let's talk about how great we feel all day." What starts as a rather basic friendship between two young boys blossoms into a relationship that is deep but not without flaws. The Trojan War serves as a plane for both Achilles and Patroclus to discover not just one another but also themselves as individuals. The conflict is gritty, there are disagreements, men are envious of Achilles' influence. Patroclus is an unknown, Achilles is half man, half god. The difference couldn't could hardly be any greater, yet Miller does a wonderful job at navigating these characters through their early life while still presenting a set of morally difficult and often heartbreaking choices they must overcome. Much like in real life, the outcome of such difficult decisions can pan out far less than the way we expect. It is an unspoken truth that befalls us all, and this realism made for me a highly enjoyable reading experience. So, with all things considered, I'd rate the Song of Achilles a 90 out of 100 and would certainly recommend you pick it up. My friends, if you would like to learn anything further about this book, please see the video description below. Next week's book, or in the next 2 weeks, I will be reading one of my old favourites, Bag of Bones by Stephen King. At least the author's one of my old favourites. I've not actually read that book. It's quite a chunky book. Hopefully I'll get through it in time. If you'd like to learn about that book also, please see the comments below, and please subscribe if you like this content. It means a lot to me and it helps the channel out so much. I thank you very much for spending a bit of time with me today. On another note as well, if you like film reviews, I'm starting to do film reviews over on DanWhiteFilms, so check out that channel as well. Until next week, my friends, where we will be looking at Stephen King, or maybe the week after, depending on how quickly I get through that one, I will see you soon. Keep safe, and bye-bye.